Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine at your home. Dear students, here we study English in a simple language. I would like to welcome you all. Dear students, we have been studying English grammar. In English grammar, the most important thing that is tenses, which are very helpful while speaking as well as while writing. So here we have already completed the present tense and the subtenses of the present tense. If you haven't watched, I will give you the link in the I button. You can watch it. Now we have been studying past tense. In past tense, we have completed already simple past tense and past continuous tense. Now here today we are going to learn past perfect tense, students. Dear students, before moving ahead, first of all, I would like to request that if you are new on my channel, then do not forget to subscribe it right now and hit the bell icon so that you will get current notification of each and every new video. Dear students, if you like it, then share it as well as comment below the video. And if you want to support me, then click on the thanks button, or you can use this UPI ID and QR code. Thank you, students. Now, without further ado, let's get started with the past perfect tense. First of all, see student, dear students, we have completed this one and this one. Now we are going to learn this past perfect tense. Okay, now see here students, what do we mean by past perfect, students? It means that if an action is completed in the past tense only, okay, that is called as past perfect tense. For example, see student, for example, see student, this past tense, present tense and future tense. For example, in the past tense, an action started, okay, and it finished in the past only. It means the action is completed here. If it is completed, then it is perfect tense. Okay, students, have you understood this? So that is called as past perfect tense. But when do we use this past perfect tense? Understanding this is very important, that when do we use past perfect tense? Okay, student, I will tell you now here when do we use this past perfect tense. Now students, just now I have told you one action started here, okay, and finished here before a new action starts. Means, for example, A action started in past, it finished in the past only, and now here the B action started. It means that to tell us about this action, means the action which is taking place first in the past before the new action starts, that time we use past perfect tense. Okay, students, if an action completes before a new action starts, that time we use past perfect tense. Okay, students, have understood? Very good. Now let's learn further. See student, the definition of the past perfect tense: the tense which shows that completion of an action in the past tense is called as past perfect tense. The student who want to learn in Marathi, they can read it and try to understand it. Now see student, uses of the past perfect tense. Just now I have told you to mention that some past action had been completed before another action begins. Okay, another action begins before another was begun. It means here two action took place. For example, this is past. Okay, one action just now I have told you, it is started and finished here. The action A started as well as finished here. Okay, and after this a new action started, that is B. Okay, so to tell about this action, we use this past perfect tense. Okay, students, have you understood? Yes, and understood students. So to tell about this, we will use past perfect. Okay, this is very important. And if you are mentioning this action also in that sentence, that time to mention this, we will use only simple past tense. Okay, while giving example you will understand. So to tell about this action, that is the next action, to tell about the next action we will use simple past, and to tell about the action which is completed in the past perfect tense we will use. Understood, student? Now let's try to understand further. See, the student who want to learn in Marathi, they can read it out and try to understand it. Now see, student, what will be the structure of the past perfect tense? It is very important to know now. See now. See, subject will be there. Earlier I have told you what is meant by subject. You might quite aware about the subject now. After subject, we will use the past form of have, that is had. Okay, that is had. And after that, we will use the third form of the verb or past participle of the verb we will use here. In the earlier video, I have already told you what is the third form of the verb or past participle of the verb. Now see, student, here next what we are going to learn. See, examples. Let's try to understand with the help of examples now. See, student, here. Try to understand it very attentively, students. Before understanding the examples, dear students, if you have liked this video, if you have found this video useful to you, then subscribe it and hit the bell icon so that you will get current notification of each and every new video, as well as you can share it to your friends and comment below the video. And if you want to support me financially, click thanks button. And dear students, you can use this QR code and UPI ID too. Thank you. First example, she had finished her homework before the movie started. Now see, student, here we can see two actions are there. That she had finished her homework. This is one action, and the second action, that is the movie started. Okay, which action has taken place earlier? So two actions are there. Which action took place earlier? So the first action took place earlier. She had finished her homework, and then the movie started. Okay, students. So she had finished the homework means the first action will take had. Okay, and here the past participle of the verb, that is finished. Understood? So she had, she is a subject, had plus pp of the verb. Okay, students. So to show the first action that took place in the past, we will use past perfect tense. And afterward, which action is going to take place? That is before the movie started. So this is the second action. So here, to show this action, just we have used simple past tense. Simple past tense. It is very important to understand, students, when do we use simple past tense? So here, so movie is subject here and started is the simple past or the second form of the verb. Understood, students? Very good. Now let's try to understand the next one. See, student, now by the time I arrived, they had already left. Okay, it means that the first action took place here is this one. Okay, and the second action that took place is here, that is this one. By the time of I arrived, this is the second action, and they already left. Okay, they already left means this action is completed in the past, and afterward this action completed. Okay, student. So here they is a subject. Okay, plus had is taken here, had. Okay, and left is the third form of live. Okay, left is the third form of live. Understood, students? So here the left. Understood, students? Yes, subject plus had plus the third form or pp of the verb, that is left. Understood? So here this is the first action and this is the second action. Before reaching only they left. So here this is the second. And so here this is I is the subject and this is the second form of verb. Okay, understood? Very good. Now let's try to learn further more. Dear students, if you have any doubt while studying or learning or watching video, you can comment below the video. I will try to give you answer or response to it. Now see, student, the student who want to learn in Marathi, they can read it out in Marathi. Now the third example, he had never seen such a beautiful sunset. Okay, before that day. So before that day, he had never seen such a beautiful sunset. Okay, before that day. So before that day was the second action, and this is the first action. That is, he is subject here, had is used, and seen is the third form of verb, that is see. Okay, that is see. Understood, so students? So he had never seen such a beautiful sunset before that day. Understood, students? Very good. Now the next one, let's try to understand. See now, fourth one, student. We had eaten all the cookies by the time she came home. So second action is here, and this is the first action. In this sentence, we is subject plus had is taken, that is the second form of have, and eaten is the third form of what? Eat. Third form of eat, that is eaten. Understood? It means that this action has completed in the past already, and then she came. Then she came. Came is the second form of verb, and she is subject here. Understood, student? Here, very good. So the first action is we had eaten all the cookies and then she came. So here this is the past perfect tense. Understood? Very good. Now see, student, the next one. The student who want to learn in Marathi, they can read it in Marathi. Now the last example we are going to learn here, they had lived in that house for 10 years before they moved. So this is the second action, and this is the first action. Okay, student, they had lived in that house for 10 years and then they left. Okay, student. So here the they is subject here, plus had is given already, and lived is the third form of live. Live, lived, lived. Okay, live is the present form, lived is the second form, that is past form, and lived also is the third form of live, that is lived in that house for 10 years before they moved. Okay, so this is simple past tense. Here we have to use simple past tense. Don't forget, it is very important. Do you understand, students? Very good. Dear students, now if you have found this video useful to you, then subscribe it and hit the bell icon so that you will get current notification of each and every new video, as well as you can share it to your friends and comment below the video. And if you want to support me financially, click thanks button. And dear students, you can use this QR code and UPI ID too. Thank you. Students, now here what we are going to learn, how to make it negative interrogative and negative interrogative of the sentences in past perfect tense. Now very simple, as usual, we have to add not to had. It will be negative. If you want to make it interrogative, then inversion of had in front of the subject, that will be interrogative. Understood, students? Very simple one. See, what is the rule now? By adding not to had, we can make it negative. And how to make it interrogative? By the inversion of the had in front of the subject. Let's try to have some examples now, student. Here, she had finished her homework before the movie started. Dear students, I have written already the examples here so that we can save the time. So this is what we have to do, student. Just we have to add not here, so it will be negative. So here negative, she had not finished her homework before the movie started. Now how to do it, how to make it interrogative, student? Just we have to invert it and bring in front of the subject. Okay, student. So the interrogative sentence will be, had she finished her homework before the movie started, and at the end we have to put the question mark. Okay, student, have understood? Very good. And then if you want to make it interrogative negative, just we have to add a not to it. Had she not finished her homework before the movie started. Okay, very good. Have understood? Very good. Now the next one, next example, student. By the time I arrived, they had already left here. So what we have to do, we have to add not to it only to make it negative. Okay, by the time I arrived, they had not already left. Okay, now how to make it negative interrogative, student? Just we have to invert it and bring in front of the subject. See, interrogative, had they already left by the time I arrived, and at the end we have to put the question mark. If you want to make it interrogative negative, then just we have to add not to it. Had they not already left by the time I arrived, and at the end we have to put the question mark. Okay, students, have understood? Very good. Okay, students, have understood how to make it negative interrogative and interrogative negative. Now students, this is time to practice now. Okay, so I will give some examples here. You have to make it negative interrogative and interrogative negative, and type in the comment section your answer. I will shout out your name in the next video. So without fail, write your answers in the comment section. Now see student here, make it in negative, interrogative and interrogative negative. See here. The first one, he had never seen such a beautiful sunset before that time. The second one, we had eaten all the cookies by the time she came home. And then last one, they had lived in that house for 10 years before they moved. Okay, students, I hope you might have understood what is past perfect tense, when do we use past perfect tense, how to make it negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. Okay, students, yes. Dear students, if you have liked this video, then do not forget to subscribe right now and share it to your friends, as well as like it and comment below the video. Let's meet with a new video soon. Till then, be thoughtful, be studious, and be connected.